to talk about really miserable and trash pickup guys.
Alex Fine, Cassie's husband, is making Diddy fearful. He went from being Diddy's personal trainer to his worst nightmare in court. Fine's mic drop moment made the internet tremble and caused Diddy to recoil.
The trial and key testimony.
The trial and important evidence. Let's get into what's actually happening in this high-stakes legal battle. Sean Diddy Combs' trial has everyone talking, not just because of the serious charges, but also because of all the drama that has been playing out in the courtroom since May 2025. The trial began with jury selection on May 5, 2025, which was challenging given Diddy's celebrity status and the amount of media coverage surrounding his case potential. Finding unbiased jurors was obviously difficult. Several jurors acknowledged they had seen the video of Diddy touching Cassie Ventura, with one calling it damning and another describing it as shocking and frightening. This demonstrated how Diddy's defense was up against an uphill battle to find jurors who hadn't already made up their minds. Jurors were grilled about what they knew about the allegations, including whether they had seen the Cassie Ventura video, and even if they had peeped me about baby oil discovered in Diddy's cribs. Because of his article demonstrating how difficult it is to find impartial people when dealing with someone with Diddy's status and wealth, one jury was removed for claiming that Diddy could buy his way out of jail. Lauren LaRosa, who enjoyed the tea while watching the jury selection process take place in the courtroom.
They went through, it was because there's a lot of jurors. There's I think the pool is anywhere from 150, 175. I believe it's 150 people big.
So you got to see the jurors?
Not all of them.
A list of over 100 names and locations that could be mentioned during the trial, including well-known people like Michael B. Jordan, was shown to the jurors. Accusators Cassie Ventura and Don Richard La Rosa, together with Kanye West Kid Cudi and Mike Myers, explained how jurors' understanding of these individuals differed.
Yeah, there were some jurors who knew different people. So there was.
Were they old?
It was old and young. So there was one woman, she was an older white woman. She thought Michael B. Jordan was Michael Jordan, but she knew that it was a celebrity.
Judge Arun Subramanian postponed the last step of jury selection until May 12, 2025, out of concern that some jurors would change their minds over the weekend. People watching the trial noticed that Diddy was not looking like his normal fly self. He was described as having gray hair and a goatee, wearing a dark sweater over a white collared shirt. This occurred after one juror emailed the court regarding personal well-being issues and asked to be excused, while another juror was bounced for failing to disclose an open lawsuit against NYC. As well as khakis don't resemble the gaudy we are accustomed to Diddy's altered appearance, which likely stems from his incarceration at Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center since September 2024, which made him appear more vulnerable. In the actual moment during the hearings, Diddy acknowledged to Judge Arun Subramanian that he was experiencing anxiety. When his legal team requested a bathroom break, Diddy said, "I'm a little nervous today, Your Honor." When the trial truly got underway, the prosecution's case mostly relied on the evidence of important witnesses, particularly Cassandra, a remark that was picked up by a number of media sources. Ventura, Cassie, in her testimony, which began on May 13, 2025, Diddy's ex-girlfriend and alleged victim Ventura, who was 8.5 months pregnant at the time, made some grave accusations regarding her relationship with Diddy. She detailed a relationship that was filled with physical, sexual, and psychological abuse, explaining how it started when she was just 19 years old, and joined Diddy's Bad Boy Records label. When asked how frequently the physical abuse occurred, Ventura said it was too frequent, highlighting how regular the abuse was throughout their on-again, off-again relationship that lasted until 2018. She claimed that what began as a professional connection turned into a romantic relationship that became increasingly controlling and abusive. She testified that she was really confused when Diddy first kissed her during her 21st birthday celebration in Vegas, highlighting what prosecutors framed as a power imbalance, given that Diddy was 17 years older and a major player in the music industry, centered on what she called freak-offs, in which Diddy allegedly made her engage in male escorts while he watched, directed, and recorded everything. She claimed that these encounters made her feel unworthy and that they took place in various locations, including LA, Miami, and Vegas. Ventura identified some of the men involved by their real names or nicknames, such as The Punisher, and mentioned that some were flown in especially for these encounters. She also claimed that other witnesses, such as a male stripper named Daniel Phillip, supported her claims by testifying that they were paid to engage in similar activities beyond the allegations. According to Ventura's testimony, Diddy had complete control over her life, including her music career, and frequently had his followers observe her. Throughout her testimony, Ventura was obviously emotional, frequently crying, taking deep breaths, and wiping her eyes. People noticed her placing her hand on her pregnant belly and gently rubbing it, which added to the emotional weight of her appearance in a significant revelation. She also described feeling trapped as a result of her personal choices, saying she was unable to leave the relationship due to Diddy's influence and fear of what might happen. For the first time, Ventura revealed to the public that she had paid $20 million to settle a civil action against Diddy in November 2023. She gave this explanation for her testimony, saying, "I can't carry this anymore, carry the shame, the guilt anymore." Other witnesses were also introduced by the prosecution. Includes Daniel Phillip, a former male dancer who, when asked why he didn't notify the police, said that he heard what sounded like Ventura sobbing and being pummeled during a freak-off session. Phillip stated that he was afraid for his life and that Diddy had intimidated him by taking a picture of his driver's license. The case has seen a significant development in which prosecutors have lost contact with a key witness, Victim 3, who has been missing since May 12, 2025. The defense has argued that Victim 3's disappearance could justify a mistrial or delay, arguing that it alters the case's dynamics. The prosecution has also dropped some damning physical evidence, including the jury was given the 2016 CCTV film showing Diddy touching Ventura and tossing a vase at her at the Intercontinental Hotel in Los Angeles, which supported Ventura's account of the violent confrontation. Additionally, the prosecution has cited testimony regarding the widespread use of baby oil during these alleged freak-offs, with Ventura providing graphic details about the use of large quantities, up to 10 bottles per event, and Diddy's alleged instructions to reapply it frequently. These emails, which date back to December 23, 2011, and in which Ventura claimed that Diddy threatened to release explicit tapes of her, support her claims of manipulation and control through blackmail and intimidation. The defense team, led by attorney Mark Agnello, has consistently argued that Diddy's relationships, including those with the freak-offs, were consensual and part of a swinger lifestyle. The defense has attempted to portray Ventura and other accused as strong, capable adult women who benefited from their relationships with Diddy and could have bounced whenever they wanted. They have suggested that any financial arrangements, like rent payments, were part of consensual relationships rather than attempts to silence witnesses. When it comes to the infamous 2016 hotel surveillance footage, the defense has argued that it depicts a toxic, loving, 11-year relationship rather than human trafficking. Another defense tactic has been to imply that Diddy's drug use may have rendered him mentally incapable of committing the alleged crimes, an allegation made in late April 2025, even though CNN has denied altering the tape in any way. This strategy seeks to lessen his accountability, but it is seen dangerous since juries might not accept it considering the gravity of the allegations. As the trial has progressed, some viewers have observed that Diddy's demeanor in court has changed. He reportedly made a heart gesture to his family early on, but as Ventura's testimony progressed, he appeared less cheerful. This shift may indicate that he is beginning to realize how serious the situation is, and the significance of the evidence being offered the presence of Diddy's family, including his mother Janice Combs and 6 of his 7 children, has intensified the atmosphere in the courtroom. The family has been brought to court each day to prevent media attention when they arrive. Diddy's spokesperson addressed reporters.
Everyone should be here, all the family should be here today, and just thank you guys for being here. I want everyone to be kind, no pushing, no shoving, none of that kind of stuff. I know in the mics, when everyone's in there and the mics are hot, I don't want to hear anything negative.